There's nothing more like being two immigrants in one band, playing rock and roll in a city full of immigrants, having to be able to represent what we do and who we are.
What are your names? What do you play? And who do you play it for?
My name is Jack Hiltebeitel. I play lead guitar in Native Son.
My name is Danny Gomez, and I sing and play guitar in Native Son.
My name is Nicolas Espinosa, and I play drums in Native Son.
My name is Justin Barry. I play bass, also in Native Son.
Where are you guys from?
I'm from Colombia, South America. He is also from South America, but from Argentina. Justin Barry is from New Jersey, and Jack is from
Maryland.
And where are we now?
We are in Ridgewood at TVI.
Do you remember what it was like the first time you guys got on stage together?
Yeah, actually. Jack, you had a good time.
Yeah. I hopped up on stage when they were doing a Stooges cover set at the Knockdown Center, right? And grabbed the mic, and we had a grand old time. And then we got connected. But these guys were playing for a while before me. And that's
we hadn't actually met until that moment.
Yeah, that's the first time we met.
I almost shit my shoes. And I was like, who is that guy? Had an fire.
I also thought about that. Who is that?
What would you like to see more of in music?
Sincerity,
Representation.
working class heroes, fun.
So I saw that in your LP statement, you said that your new album, Concrete Language, is a love letter to a city in turmoil. Could you talk about what you mean by that?
I think it's just a representation of kind of the time and period that we were in writing this that I think isn't only specific to our experience. I think it's a lot of people, a lot of different demographics in the city that are, probably going through the hardest time that it's ever been. But I feel like, the media tries to portray it like it's not.
How have the U.S. policies and the government impacted you as artists?
I mean, I think in one very subtle way, there's a tie between tech companies and the government at this point, and even speaking out on social platforms means that you're essentially getting shadow banned from most of your audience. So, you see that in festivals too, people speaking out about Palestine and then having their visas canceled. Yeah, I would say those policies are detrimental to artists because to be an artist is to be political and have a voice and use your voice. And when you have your voice stripped away and you're creating a barrier between you and your audience, that's problematic at its core.
That's part of the reason why we're called Native Son. It's like, there are no borders. The thing we all share is the sun, we're all native to it. So I think that, promoting a message of actual unity is what the future needs.
This is a global country. It's supposed to be a global country. Why can't we just do that?
A lot of our immigrant communities are getting targeted right now, and there's nothing more like being two immigrants in one band, playing rock and roll in a city full of immigrants, having to be able to represent what we do and who we are. So
when you ask what's missing bands, I think some danger. I think we're just trying to bring some of the unexpected and maybe force people to confront with the things they might not want to.
Yeah, and being dangerous is fun. So that's where the fun comes in too.
And that's how change comes.
How would you say that your roots as immigrants or not has informed your music?
when I came to this country, drumming and music were the only thing that kept me together and sane. When I was a kid, I literally played shows thinking that I'm going to get my family the green card with my music. So I think everything that I do just represents me to the core, and being able to just play music.
No one has ever done this, our families, people, things like that. And I think by proving that you can do it and come from, different background than what has been sold to the rock and roll dream is. For me, I think it was a salvation, kind of finding culture in a sense. But I think that being able to connect something that made you kind of wash your past away and find a future is what music provided for me.
Do you feel the weight of the city's legacy in terms of its music when you're making music?
Not in a negative way. Like if you mean the weight in that way, no, I think if anything, it's inspirational.
Talk about
Shit's awesome.
Yeah, it's cool to be part of the lineage, in my opinion.
I think it's more inspiring than anything.
Yeah.
I get the impression that you guys are sort of like history buffs when it comes to music. Would you say that?
I like records.
Yeah. Wikipedia wormholes.
Absolutely.
That's what I love.
Who do you think have been some of your most influential bands to come out of either New York or just in general? Are you guys American punks, British punks?
I'm a DC hardcore guy.
Yeah.
I'm Fugazi all the way. I didn't really get into that music until I moved back home. Like I grew up listening to classic rock and stuff. Then I went to college, discovered Iggy Pop through a professor.
I think that's the one that connects us all.
Absolutely.
Stooges, I think.
We're not discriminating. I like British.
Good music is good music. Yeah. I think it's a conversation. I think that's the interesting part about it.
As far as New York bands, Television, Richard Hell and the Voidoids.
Yeah.
I can go on.
You guys recorded this album live, which I truly admire. Why did you guys decide to record it live?
I think that we thrive in a live environment, and we definitely wanted to encapsulate and capture the energy that the live show provides. Just made the most sense. You know, it's supposed to be, you know, to Jack's point, music is fun, and I think playing in a room full of your people with your amps turned up is
Fun.
it's fun.
So
Yeah.
we'd be lying if it wasn't that way, though.
Yeah.
It's honest. I think a lot of it goes back to that sincerity thing, and we're just trying to capture a moment in time.
Yeah, and remove yourself from the general environment and pay attention to something.
This is a little bit broad, but I like to ask it because people have really different answers. But what is your message to the world?
At the core, recognize humanity
Yeah.
in other people, regardless of any differences. I think that it's like when you boil things down, there's more in common with you and someone else than there are differences.
I think intelligence is understanding how people live differently. And once you have that, you can get along with anyone. And there shouldn't ever be a problem for that. And to go back to it all, music is the way that we know how to do that.
All right, it was great meeting you guys.
Thank you so much, y'all.
This was awesome.
Yeah.
Love talking to you guys.
Sure.
We had the heady questions right away. I was like, oh.